Welcome to this grand adventure, brave traveler. Your journey will feature the illustrious Princess Elantra, an elf of noble blood and a sorcerer by trade. The princess is a picture of elven elegance with her slim figure, donned in exquisite elven robes. Her blonde hair cascades down, complementing her keen eyes which have seen many a wonder in her lifetime. As a sorcerer, she wields a trusty quarterstaff as her primary weapon, and on her belt, a dagger rests for close encounters. She also carries a spell component pouch, a vital tool for any spellcaster. She is known to her allies for her charismatic aura and her ability to persuade even the harshest of critics. Her intelligence and wisdom make her proficient in the arcane arts and social discourse. Now, let us prepare for an epic tale full of intrigue, magic, and the clash of resolute wills. This adventure is about to begin. Let us begin. The castle echoes with whispers of treachery, the tension inside its stone walls palpable. Princess Elantra quietly paces through the castle's corridors, her mind teeming with anxiety. There's a new advisor named Kuja who's taken a sudden interest in her mother, the Queen. She fears that her mother is being manipulated, and she must find the truth about this mysterious Kuja. With urgency in her heart, she decides to seek out an old family confidant, Sir Alistair, who resides in the city of Noctalis. Known for its eternal nightfall, Noctalis is a beautiful city with wonders hidden in its darkness. In the heart of Noctalis, Sir Alistair's residence stands tall, a beacon of familiarity in a city of shadows. Elantra approaches the grand doors of his abode, her heart pounding. She hopes that Sir Alistair will have the information she's looking for. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base tape has been chosen. Peek through the window to see if Sir Alistair is home. Princess Elantra moves stealthily towards the window, her elven dexterity aiding in her quiet approach. The window is slightly ajar, letting in the cool Noctalis air. Peering inside, she sees the familiar sight of Sir Alistair's study, filled with old manuscripts, maps, and a warming hearth. At his desk, hunched over a stack of parchment, is the figure of Sir Alistair, engrossed in his research. Your stealthy approach has paid off. Sir Alistair seems to be home and is seemingly alone. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Earl Testicles has been chosen. Ask him about information pertaining to my current situation. Gathering her courage, Princess Elantra strides up to the grand doors of Sir Alistair's residence and knocks sharply. Sir Alistair, surprised at the interruption, sets aside his work and opens the door to find Princess Elantra standing before him, a look of urgency on her face. Elantra, he exclaims, what brings you here at such an hour? You look troubled. I need your help, Sir Alistair, Elantra begins, her crystal-clear eyes reflecting her determination. She explains her worries about her mother, the Queen, being manipulated by the new advisor, Kuja, and her suspicions of his ill intentions. Hearing the gravity in Elantra's voice, Sir Alistair invites her inside and begins to share what he knows about Kuja, revealing that he has indeed heard some troubling rumors about the mysterious advisor traveling to the desert wasteland of Iridia. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Sharky has been chosen. Tell me everything. Sir Alistair, noting the urgency in Elantra's voice, leads her to his study. The room is bathed in the warm glow of the fireplace, casting long shadows on the parchment-covered walls. Take a seat, Elantra, he offers, as he starts rummaging through a pile of papers on his desk. After a moment, he pulls out a worn-out map of Iridia, the desert wasteland, and unrolls it on the table. Kuja, according to my sources, has been spotted in Iridia. Now, Iridia is no place for a casual visit, he starts, tracing a path on the map leading to an area marked with ancient runes. This here is a grand temple, covered in markings of a powerful eon named Bahamut. He pauses, taking a moment to let the information sink in. I believe Kuja's trips to Iridia are not mere coincidence. But I don't know why he's there. Then, he looks at Elantra, his expression grave. I have an airship at your disposal. If you wish, you can use it to travel to Iridia to further investigate Kuja's activities. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base Ape has been chosen. I don't know how to drive an airship. Will you come with me? At the request, Sir Alistair's eyes soften. He gives a nod, his decision made quickly upon seeing the determination in the princess's eyes. Of course, I will accompany you, Elantra. It's high time this old knight went on an adventure again. With that decided, he starts packing some essential scrolls, a compass, and a few other items into a bag. We leave at dawn, he states, his voice full of resolution. Rest well, princess. We have a long journey ahead of us. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Not a bobcat has been chosen. Tell him we would have room for a few guards on the ship as well. Then ask him why I have so many fingers. Sir Alistair gives a nod of agreement. Indeed, it would be wise to bring along a few sworn protectors. I shall see to it, he assures her, already mentally listing the loyal guards they could take along. As for the second question, he raises an eyebrow, amused by the sudden change of topic. Elantra, you have 10 fingers, just as any elf or human does. A tool of evolution, they are, enabling us to grasp and manipulate objects with precision. Why, without them, handling that quarterstaff of yours would be quite the challenge. He chuckles lightly, the atmosphere lightening slightly after the serious discussions. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Tristan Armstrong has been chosen. Return home and pack. With a nod to Sir Alistair, Princess Elantra takes her leave, stepping out into the cool nocturnal night. The journey back to her home is quiet, the city's inhabitants tucked away in their homes, oblivious to the grand adventure that is about to unfold. Back in her majestic castle, Elantra makes her way to her chambers. She starts to gather essentials, a few changes of elven robes, her trusty quarterstaff, and her spell component pouch. She doesn't forget to take her dagger, it might come in handy in the desert wasteland. As she packs, she goes through the conversation she had with Sir Alistair. Her mind races with the impending journey to Iridia, her worry for her mother, and the mysterious advisor Kuja. The night passes with these contemplations. As dawn approaches, her bag is ready, her resolve is firm. The adventure is about to begin. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base Ape has been chosen. Don't forget your twerking shoes. With a wry smile, Elantra picks up a pair of elven dancing shoes from her collection. Lightweight, flexible, and sturdy, these shoes aren't just perfect for traditional elven dances, but can also accommodate the rhythmic gyrations of what the human folk call twerking. Thinking of the potential stress-relieving dance breaks she might take in the middle of her arduous journey, she tucks the shoes into her pack. After all, a princess sorcerer has to be ready for just about anything. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Tristan Armstrong has been chosen. Head to the skyport to meet with Alistair and depart. With her possessions gathered and her courage firm, Princess Elantra sets off for the skyport, the first light of dawn painting the sky in hues of pink and gold. The city of Noctala stirs to life, its inhabitants unaware of the quest their princess is about to embark on. Upon reaching the skyport, she sees Sir Alistair waiting for her. Beside him is an impressive airship, its giant propellers humming with anticipation, ready to carry them across the vast sky to the desert continent of Iridia. "Ready, Elantra?" Sir Alistair asks, his voice steady. "Our journey begins now." With a determined nod, Princess Elantra steps onto the airship, her heart pounding with anticipation. As the city of Noctalis recedes behind them, the great desert of Iridia beckons in the distance. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base ape has been chosen. Run up to the front of the ship and do the Titanic thing. With a burst of spontaneity, Princess Elantra rushes towards the bow of the airship. The wind whips through her blonde hair as she stands at the very front, her arms outstretched. The world below seems to fall away as the airship soars higher into the sky, and she can't help but feel a sense of exhilaration. Looking out at the endless sky before her, Elantra closes her eyes and takes a deep breath, the cool air filling her lungs. For a moment, she forgets the imminent dangers of their quest and allows herself to bask in this feeling of freedom. Behind her, she hears a chuckle and turns to see Sir Alistair watching her, an amused smile on his face. "Enjoying the view, Princess?" he asks, his eyes sparkling under the morning sun. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Not a bobcat has been chosen. I sing my own version of "My Heart Will Go On" to impress everyone. With the wind whipping around her and the vast expanse of the sky ahead, Princess Elantra takes a deep breath and starts to sing. Her voice is strong and clear, an enchanting melody that blends perfectly with the hum of the airship's propellers. The lyrics are her own, a heartfelt ode to her Queen Mother and the kingdom she is determined to protect. The song carries through the airship, drawing in the crew's attention. The guards and Sir Alistair himself stop in their tracks, entranced by the beauty of her song. As the last note fades, the airship falls silent. Then, a round of hearty applause resonates throughout the vessel. Even Sir Alistair, a seasoned knight, is seen clapping and smiling, clearly impressed by Princess Elantra's performance. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Sharky has been chosen. Slap the smile off his face. Just as the clapping begins to subside, Princess Elantra strides over to Sir Alistair, her expression serious. In a swift, unexpected move, she raises her hand and slaps him across the face. The sharp sound echoes across the airship, followed by an immediate silence. Sir Alistair, taken aback, raises a hand to his reddening cheek, looking at Elantra with surprise. "What was that for, Princess?" he asks, trying to gauge her intention behind the abrupt action. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Maureen Peters has been chosen. Ask him how he dares to listen to the royal singing voice. With a glare that could rival the sun's brightness, Princess Elantra points a finger at Sir Alistair. "How dare you listen to the royal singing voice without permission?" she exclaims, her voice echoing over the hum of the airship's engines. Sir Alistair looks taken aback for a moment, then his surprise swiftly changes to a light chuckle. "Forgive me, Princess," he replies with a slight bow. "I was merely carried away by the beauty of your voice. It won't happen again." He straightens, the smile gone from his face, replaced by a more serious expression. "Now, shall we focus on our journey ahead? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play." Base Ape has been chosen. Ask Sir Alistair what does he think Kuja could be up to. Leaning on the railing of the airship, Princess Elantra turns to Sir Alistair. "What do you think Kuja is up to, Sir Alistair?" she asks, her voice laced with worry and curiosity. Sir Alistair looks out at the horizon, his expression thoughtful. "It's hard to say, Princess," he admits. His interest in Iridia and the Temple of Bahamut suggests something ominous. His sudden appearance in the Queen's court and his influence over her are alarming. I fear he may be plotting something destructive. He turns to Elantra, his gaze steady. "But worry not, we'll get to the bottom of this. We'll uncover his intentions and protect our kingdom." Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base Ape has been chosen. Retire until we reach our destination. Giving Sir Alistair a grave nod, Princess Elantra decides to retreat for now. "I will rest until we reach Iridia," she tells him, her voice holding a tinge of tiredness from the day's events. She makes her way to her private cabin within the airship, a comfortable space with a small bed and a window providing a breathtaking view of the endless sky. As the airship continues its journey, the princess settles down, hoping for a few hours of peaceful rest before they reach the destination. As Elantra finally closes her eyes, the airship continues its steady flight towards Iridia, the desert wasteland awaiting their arrival. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Maureen Peters has been chosen. Eat grapes and plot what you'll do once you arrive. Demand wine. Ensconced in her cabin, Princess Elantra selects a bunch of ripe, juicy grapes from a fruit basket. As she savors each morsel, she contemplates their mission in Iridia. The uncertainty of what they may encounter gnaws at her, but she steels herself, ready to face whatever lies ahead. Suddenly craving a stronger flavor to accompany her thoughts, she knocks on the cabin door and a guard appears. "Bring me a goblet of our finest wine," she orders, the authority in her voice echoing her royal lineage. The guard nods, disappearing only to return shortly with a goblet of crimson wine. As Elantra sips the rich, aromatic wine, she plots her actions in Iridia, prepared to do whatever it takes to uncover Kuja's deeds and ensure the Queen's safety. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Plague Broker has been chosen. Cast a spell to teleport us to our destination out of boredom. Feeling restless, Princess Elantra considers using her sorceress abilities to speed up the journey. However, teleportation over such a vast distance is a daunting task, even for a skilled sorcerer such as herself. She would need to make an arcana check to determine if she could successfully cast such a powerful spell. Roll a d20. You rolled 18. With an 18, the result is a resounding success. Brewing upon her arcane knowledge, Princess Elantra begins to chant, her voice weaving a complex tapestry of incantations in the ancient elven tongue. Her hands move in precise gestures, manipulating the magical energies around her. The airship begins to vibrate with magical energy, a shimmering portal opens up in front of it. With a final word of power from Elantra, the airship is pulled into the portal, disappearing from the skies above Noctalis. In an instant, the airship emerges from a similar portal above the dry, barren landscape of Iridia. The sudden transition leaves the crew stunned but unharmed. With a sigh of relief, Elantra allows her magic to recede. They had arrived at the destination, saving valuable time. Now, the real challenge begins. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Little Green Martian has been chosen. Walk without rhythm, so you won't attract the worm. Princess Elantra disembarks from the airship with a sense of caution. The desert of Iridia is known for its sandworms, enormous creatures that can feel the vibrations of footsteps on the sand. Remembering an old piece of advice, she begins to walk, taking care not to fall into a regular rhythm. It's a strange, staggered gait, but it does the trick. The vast desert remains still and silent around her as she makes her way towards the temple etched on Sir Alistair's map. As Sir Alistair and the guards follow her lead, their steps mimic her irregular pattern, creating a bizarre, syncopated dance across the dunes of Iridia. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base tape has been chosen. Approach the temple silently. With the sand shifting beneath her feet, Princess Elantra leads her group towards the temple. The edifice looms larger with each step, its ancient, ornate designs a testament to the civilization that once thrived here. Using all her elven grace, the princess moves as silently as possible, her footfalls barely stirring the sand. Sir Alistair and the guards follow her example, their normally boisterous demeanors replaced with a sense of caution and reverence. As they approach the entrance of the temple, Elantra pauses, her heart pounding in her chest. The next phase of their journey was about to begin. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base tape has been chosen. Enter. Gathering her courage, Princess Elantra steps forward, leading her group into the dimly lit temple. The cool air inside is a relief from the harsh desert heat, and the eerie silence makes their footfalls echo through the vast chamber. The walls of the temple are covered with markings and depictions of a powerful eon named Bahamut. As they proceed further into the temple, a sense of unease settles over the group. The temple, despite being seemingly abandoned, feels alive, as if resonating with the ancient magic that it was built upon. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Maureen Peters has been chosen. Demand the guards to walk in front of you, let them scatter flowers on the path where you walk. Guards, Princess Elantra commands, her voice echoing in the vast chamber, proceed ahead of me. And scatter these petals along our path. She hands them a small pouch filled with petals of exotic flowers she had brought from her kingdom. The guards, without a word, take the lead, scattering the beautiful petals along the cold stone floor of the temple. The sight of the vibrant petals against the ancient stone breathes a small semblance of life into the somber surroundings. Walking along the petal-strewn path, Elantra follows the guards deeper into the temple, her every step a silent declaration of her royal heritage and determination. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base tape has been chosen. Quietly make your way to the main chamber without revealing yourself. Nodding at her guards, Princess Elantra signals for everyone to move quietly. With practiced skill, the group advances stealthily, the only sound being the soft rustle of flower petals beneath their feet. As they get closer to the main chamber, the depictions on the walls become more intricate, detailing Bahamut's immense power. The eeriness of the temple amplifies, and the group can't shake off the feeling of being watched. Finally, they reach the main chamber's entrance. Peeking inside, Elantra sees Kuja and the Queen standing before a large statue of Bahamut. The room pulses with an intense magic, signaling the imminent completion of a powerful summoning ritual. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Sharky has been chosen. Scream. In a sudden burst of emotion, Princess Elantra lets out a piercing scream that echoes through the vast chamber. The intense cry reverberates off the ancient stone walls, breaking the silence like a clap of thunder. The ritual is interrupted as Kuja and the Queen whirl around to see the source of the disruption. Their eyes widen in surprise as they spot Elantra and her companions at the entrance of the chamber. The scream, however, has a more unexpected consequence. The ancient temple begins to rumble, as if disturbed by the loud noise. Dust falls from the high ceiling, and the once silent walls respond with ominous creaking sounds. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base Ape has been chosen. Try to stop the ritual. Seeing the ritual disrupted, Princess Elantra seizes this opportunity. She rushes forward, channeling her arcane energy to disrupt the active magical currents. This calls for a powerful spell, which requires an arcana check to perform successfully. Roll a d20. You rolled 12. With a roll of 12 and your arcana proficiency, you manage to cast a spell that sends a wave of energy towards the ritual. The shockwave causes an interruption, making Kuja and the Queen stumble back. However, the ritual, nearing its completion, is more robust than anticipated. Your interference slows it down, but you realize with a sinking feeling that it hasn't been completely stopped. Kuja quickly recovers, his eyes narrow as he glares at you. Suddenly, a bright light emanates from the Queen, enveloping the room. When the light subsides, you see the Queen standing tall, her eyes glowing with a fierce energy. It becomes clear that the Queen has now acquired the power of Bahamut. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Tristan Armstrong has been chosen. Use subtle sorcery, change the target of the summoning from Bahamut to the Feywild. With the Queen now empowered with Bahamut's strength, Princess Elantra quickly formulates a new plan. She decides to attempt a high-level translocation spell to change the summoning's focus from Bahamut to the Feywild, a realm of unpredictable and potent magic. This action, however, requires a high degree of precision and control, prompting another Arcana check. Roll a d20. You rolled 4. With a roll of 4 and her Arcana proficiency, Princess Elantra attempts the complex translocation spell. She channels her energies, her hands tracing ancient sigils in the air. However, the intensity of Bahamut's power, now bound to the Queen, proves too formidable. Her spell collides with the lingering power of Bahamut, causing a magical backlash that sends Elantra flying backwards. She lands hard, her spell disrupted, and the summoning remains unchanged. Kuja and the Queen, now imbued with the power of Bahamut, seize the chance to escape in the ensuing chaos. They disappear before your eyes, leaving you, Sir Alistair, and the guards in the rumbling temple. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Plague Broker has been chosen. See if you can remake the ritual to give us the power of Tiamat. With Kuja and the Queen gone, Princess Elantra quickly rises to her feet. She looks at the remains of the ritual and considers the possibility of repurposing it to summon Tiamat, a powerful dragon goddess, hoping to gain enough power to counter the Queen's newfound abilities. However, performing this feat requires an immense understanding of arcane arts and precise control over the chaotic energies of the ritual. This calls for another Arcana check to see if she can successfully manipulate the residual magical energies. Roll a d20. You rolled 20. With a roll of a natural 20, it is a critical success. Princess Elantra focuses her senses, extending her magical awareness to the remnants of the ritual. She slowly begins weaving her sorcery into the lingering energies, reshaping them, bending them to her will. Her voice rings out, an ancient incantation calling forth Tiamat. As she finishes the spell, the temple lights up, magical energy swirling around the room in a mesmerizing display of raw power. Suddenly, a rush of energy surges through Elantra, a force so powerful that it momentarily takes her breath away. The energy stabilizes, leaving Elantra standing tall, her eyes gleaming with newfound power. She has successfully harnessed a fraction of Tiamat's might, a force she plans to use against Bahamut and save her kingdom. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Not a bobcat has been chosen. Use a spell to follow them and to bring my companions with me. Emboldened by her new power, Princess Elantra decides to pursue Kuja and the Queen. She knows she must act quickly. Focusing her thoughts, she begins to cast a spell of tracing and teleportation, intending to bring Sir Alistair and the guards along with her. This high-level spell requires intense concentration and precise control over the magical energies. To successfully cast the spell, an Arcana check is necessary. Roll a d20. You rolled 19. With a roll of 19, your spell is a resounding success. Calling upon the power of Tiamat within you, you conjure an intricate web of magic around you, Sir Alistair, and the guards. With a final incantation, the world around you blurs, and you feel an intense sensation of movement. When your vision clears, you find yourself standing in the heart of your kingdom. Before you, the Queen and Kuja emerge from a portal, their arrival heralded by a surge of power that rocks the very ground beneath your feet. Bahamut has been summoned and is ready to wreak havoc. With the power of Tiamat coursing through your veins, you know it's time for the ultimate showdown. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base Ape has been chosen. Summon Tiamat to fight. With a deep breath, Princess Elantra steps forward, her intent clear and unwavering. She raises her arms, beginning an incantation in a powerful, resonating voice. The very air seems to shudder around her as she calls upon Tiamat, the dragon goddess, to counteract Bahamut's threat. As she utters the final words of the summoning, a surge of energy explodes around her. From the chaos, a form begins to take shape, a spectral embodiment of Tiamat herself. The immense figure of Tiamat roars, a sound so powerful that it shakes the very foundations of the kingdom. The sight of Tiamat facing off against Bahamut is a spectacle that sends a shockwave of awe and fear through everyone present. While Tiamat keeps Bahamut preoccupied, Princess Elantra turns her attention towards Kuja, ready to end his manipulation once and for all. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base Ape has been chosen. Ask Kuja what he is throwing to your mother. Keeping her eyes on Kuja, Princess Elantra calls out to him over the deafening roars of the battling eons. What have you done to my mother, Kuja? She demands, her voice echoing with an authority that shakes the very air. Kuja turns to face her, his eyes gleaming with an eerie light. She was merely a vessel for my master, Bahamut, he sneers. And now, with his power, she will lay waste to this pathetic kingdom. His words send a surge of anger through Princess Elantra. Filled with determination, she knows she must defeat Kuja to release her mother from his spell. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Plague Broker has been chosen. Best Kuja in a twerk-off for the fate of the realm. Caught off guard by the sudden shift in tension, Kuja raises an eyebrow at Elantra's challenge. "Hey, twerk-off," he echoes, his voice filled with disbelief and amusement. Well, this is a first. With a nod of confirmation from Elantra, Kuja steps back, watching her with a wary uncertainty. It seems he doesn't know what he's gotten himself into. Princess Elantra, on the other hand, slips off her travel boots and pulls on her elven dancing shoes with a determined look. She is ready, not just to save her kingdom, but to win this twerk-off like the fate of the realm depends on it. Because it does. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base Ape has been chosen. Now that he is distracted, stab him in the back. Seeing Kuja sufficiently distracted, Princess Elantra seizes the opportunity. In one swift motion, she slips off her dancing shoe, pulls out her dagger, and lunges towards Kuja. This is a sneak attack, and the success of your action depends on your dexterity. Roll a d20. You rolled 10. With a roll of 10 and your dexterity modifier, Princess Elantra lunges at Kuja with her dagger. He, surprised by the sudden attack, attempts to dodge. However, he's not quick enough. The dagger finds its mark, slashing across his back and drawing a gasp of pain from him. He stumbles forward, his concentration broken. While the attack wasn't lethal, it's clear that Kuja is wounded and momentarily disoriented. This is the opening you needed. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Sharky has been chosen. Telekinese him into Tiamat mouth. Crunch. Crunch. Yum. With a swift motion, Princess Elantra, still gripping her dagger, channels her sorcerer's power. She focuses her energy on Kuja, intending to hurl him towards Tiamat using telekinesis. Manipulating such a force requires immense concentration and control over your magical abilities. This will require an Arcana check to determine the success of your action. Roll a d20. You rolled 7. With a roll of 7 and your Arcana proficiency, you focus all your sorceress energy on Kuja, aiming to hurl him towards Tiamat. However, Kuja, despite being injured, quickly recovers and senses your intentions. With a swift movement, he dodges the trajectory of your telekinesis, causing your spell to miss its mark. Kuja stumbles but manages to regain his balance, now fully aware of your magic and back on guard. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Plague Broker has been chosen. Cast a spell to cause Kuja to dance himself to death. A new plan forms in Elantra's mind. Deciding to use the distraction of the dance-off, she begins to weave a complex spell, an enchantment designed to make Kuja dance uncontrollably. This spell requires careful control over the weave of enchantment magic and a clear understanding of its mechanisms, necessitating an Arcana check. Roll a d20. You rolled 16. With a roll of 16, your spellcasting is a success. Channeling your sorcerer's abilities, you weave a powerful enchantment spell around Kuja. His eyes widen in surprise as his body starts to move against his will. He begins to dance, his movements growing wilder and more erratic. Despite his attempts to fight it, the spell continues to force him to dance. His energy drains rapidly as he dances uncontrollably, his strength sapping with every passing second. As Kuja grows weaker and the spell continues its relentless assault, it becomes clear that he won't be able to maintain this for long. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Sharky has been chosen. Watch the Eons fight for a while. With Kuja incapacitated, Elantra takes a moment to observe the titanic struggle between the Eons. The very air around them crackles with their immense power, the ground trembling beneath the colossal figures. Bahamut, a giant dragon surrounded by an aura of intense heat, roars and launches a barrage of fiery attacks. Tiamat, her spectral form gleaming with a multitude of colors, retaliates with a flurry of powerful counterattacks, her dragon head snapping and spewing magical energy. The sight of these two formidable deities locked in a fierce battle is awe-inspiring, serving as a stark reminder of the power that the Queen now possesses. Elantra knows that she will have to face her mother soon. But for now, she watches, her mind racing with plans and strategies, as the Eons continue the dance of destruction. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Plague Broker has been chosen. Cast a spell to calm the Queen's emotions, and try and talk to her. Turning her gaze onto her mother, Princess Elantra begins to weave a calming spell, hoping to dull the rage and confusion that has been instilled in her by Kuja. The spell is a soothing charm, meant to reach out to the Queen's mind and pacify her turbulent emotions. However, this is a complex spell, especially considering that the Queen is imbued with the power of Bahamut. It will require an Arcana check to determine the success of your spellcasting. Roll a d20. You rolled 6. With a roll of 6 in your Arcana proficiency, you focus your energy and begin the intricate weaving of the calming spell. However, the Queen, filled with the raging power of Bahamut, proves to be a formidable barrier. Your spell dissipates before it can fully reach her, disrupted by the intense energy surrounding the queen. Despite the setback, Elantra stands strong. She knows that she must try again in order to reach her mother and bring an end to this chaos. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base ape has been chosen. Throw your dagger at Kuha's head. He must be killed in combat to save your mother. With a determined glint in her eyes, Princess Elantra pulls out her dagger, her gaze locked onto Kuja, who's still entranced in the uncontrollable dance. She takes a deep breath, adjusts her grip, and throws her dagger with all her might, aiming directly at Kuja's head. This is a high-pressure situation, and the success of your attack depends on your dexterity. Roll a d20. You rolled 10. With a roll of 10 and your dexterity modifier, the dagger flies through the air, its path straight and true. Kuja, weak and disoriented from the relentless dance, barely has time to react as the dagger speeds towards him. The blade strikes him squarely in the chest, not the head, but the impact is enough. Kuja stumbles, a look of shock crossing his face as he falls to the ground. The spell forcing him to dance breaks, and he lies still, the life slowly fading from his eyes. With Kuja's demise, a noticeable change comes over the queen. She staggers, her fiery aura flickering as though the force controlling her is weakening. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Bleach Demon has been chosen. With Kuja lying defeated on the ground, Princess Elantra moves swiftly, grabbing her quarterstaff. She strides over to him, her eyes filled with a fiery determination. With a final, powerful thrust, she impales Kuja, her voice echoing around the chamber. This is how we deal with traitors and tweakers. She shouts, the words resonating with the finality of Kuja's doom. Simultaneously, she turns to Sir Alistair and orders, arrest the queen. Sir Alistair, understanding the gravity of the situation, moves swiftly to follow the princess's command. Your actions have successfully ended the threat of Kuja, and now it's time to deal with the aftermath and help your mother recover from the possession of Bahamut. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Plague Broker has been chosen. Have the Queen sent to our summer home for a vacation, and rule in her place. With Kuja defeated and the Queen in a weakened state, Princess Elantra knows it's time for her mother to rest and recover. She arranges for the Queen to be taken to their summer home, a tranquil place far from the stresses of the kingdom. As the Queen departs, Princess Elantra takes over the reins of the kingdom, ruling with wisdom and strength in her mother's stead. The kingdom breathes a sigh of relief, its people knowing they are in capable hands. With Bahamut's threat neutralized, peace slowly returns to the kingdom. Princess Elantra continues to rule, her heart filled with the hope that her mother will soon recover and rejoin her at the throne. Until then, the kingdom is in safe hands, its future bright under Princess Elantra's rule. The adventure comes to an end, but for Princess Elantra, a new chapter in her life has just begun. One where she not only stands as a sorcerer and a princess, but also rules as the Queen Regent of her kingdom. Thank you for taking part in this adventure. Your decisions and actions shape the journey, leading to a victorious end. Let this tale serve as a reminder of the resilience, bravery, and wisdom that exist within you, ready to conquer any challenge that life may present. Congratulations on completing this grand quest. Your courage and wit have saved the kingdom and released the Queen from Kuja's spell. Your tale will become the stuff of legends, echoing through the halls of time. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. If you've enjoyed this experience, consider supporting us on Patreon. Your support helps us to continue creating these immersive adventures. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel with your friends and communities. Every bit of support helps us grow and create more content for you. If you'd like to stay updated and join in more adventures, be sure to join our Discord server linked in the description. Remember, every story is a new journey, and we'd be thrilled to have you along for the ride. Until next time, safe travels, adventurer.